Alright, back. And like I said, next game that I'm going to do, next set I'm going to do is Django, Unchained, and Bramboy. And what we have in this matchup is German Mirror on High Plains again, map 1. So without further ado, let's go. So up here in the top is Bramboy in green, and in the bottom Django in blue. Again, like I said in the previous series, nice TP route here on High Plains. 5 TPs, obviously very strong for Germans. They have opposite of a bonus. Sorry, I can't think of the word. So their XP comes in slower. They need more XP per shipment, and so they need TPs to get their shipments out, especially with their semi-FF, which probably the most powerful strategy in the game right now. They need that TP just to get those H3 shipments out, 8 skirm, 7 skirm, and the 2 Ulan shipments quicker. Very powerful shipments. Both players getting their TP. Bramboy is going to get the first pass. Django is not. So a little advantage to Bramboy right off the bat. Going to get 1 extra TP pass, so he'll be ahead and get that through 2 settler wagon shipment out quicker. After that, he just be a little bit ahead in XP, but probably not going to make a difference. So just a small advantage off the bat. There it is. Hunts, second hunt there for Django, third hunt here. Bramboy second hunt and third hunt. So pretty similar. And then the gold mines, one on the front, one on the back, side and back. So pretty even map, I would say. Let's take a look treasure-wise. Django's coming across the 50 wood. Bramboy's right behind him. This should be contested if he does see this. And he sees it, but it's too late. The crack shot is going to take that. So the 50 wood goes down there for Django. Good start. Sorry, had a text message I gotta respond to really quick. Wish I had the UI. I could just let it follow around one of these explorers. Maybe that should be a suggestion to the tournament crew that all games have to be played on the UI2 maps. So if they are casted from replays, you can use the UI. Something for the future, especially when the games get better, I think would be beneficial. Alright, sorry about that. Interesting choice to herd this hunt by Django, not this one. But, you know, he's going to get it. Should be able to get it in this area before the Ulans come. We'll see what happens. Also hurting this hunt. Bramboy's working this hunt back in. Hasn't started on this one yet, but not as important. You know, there's so many bison in this herd that he'll have a lot of food for a while. And really, food is not what he needs the most of. He needs coin. And that's a good topic to bring up here. His third coin mine is back here. He's got this cliff here. It's pretty secluded, I would say. To get the Ulans in, he's going to have to come this way. And then this is going to make it awkward for any fights. And the third coin mine for Django is here. It's a little bit farther away. Also has some cliff action. So that'll obviously become a factor as this game progresses. Bramboy looking at 80 wood here. That'll help if he does able to pick that up, get his market. Both players, well, Bramboy's up, probably by having that settler wagon shipment a little sooner. Django's up following. Both up with 17. Both transitioning to wood. And this treasure is going to be contended probably if Django does see it. Does see it in the corner. Brandboy picks it up, so I'd say small advantage for Brandboy so far. Got 80 wood versus 50, and he got that TP a little faster, and thus aged up a little faster. And another good thing for him, you can see the way these pronghorns are walking actually towards the CC, so it's kind of hurting itself without him needing to shoot it. Walks over that 50 coin. Okay, he's going to go back and pick that up. Free 50 coin never hurt anybody, and should be for Brandboy. So the fact that Django got that is, again, small advantages. That's all you're looking for, is a snowball several small advantages into the opportunity to have a big advantage. And then, of course, capitalizing on that opportunity is what you're looking for. But you need to have that chance, and getting a lot of small advantages gives you a better chance to get it. So, kind of in that transition period here, my expectation is that both players are going to go for some kind of Ulan semi, maybe Ulans into Doppel. Depends on, I guess, their personal preference. I could see somebody lead with Doppel, but that's pretty risky, I think. You just don't have the mobility advantage. Both players up, stable down for Brandboy, and Barracks for Django. So he is going to go probably for Doppel. Yeah, he's getting the coin upgrade, so he's not going to go Expo Pike, which you don't see very often, but have seen in the past. I think there's a Kill Jardy game where he goes Expo Pike in a German mirror and does pretty well. I think he loses in the long run, but not because he won Expo Pike. There's some other factors. Runs out of coin. The whole map is drained of coin. It's a pretty good game. I think it's on Interjections channel. You can watch it. Maybe from one of the PK Clan tournaments. Settler Wagon's out for Brandboy. Settler Wagon's out for Django. And scouts the stable. Knows the Ulans are coming. Gonna lose his Explorer for it, but good information. And Angela Merkel, poor Angela Merkel, is gonna die. She looks awfully masculine with that beard. Could be true in real life too. She just needs some more facial hair. Two Ulans gonna find each other. See, not gonna choose to fight. I thought Django might try to go chase those down. Instead goes in, gets a better scout here with his Ulan. Doppel's coming out. He's gonna get a 5 Doppel batch out, and we'll see if he goes for the TP or he goes right to the main, tries to take down a house. Maybe the market's pretty exposed. He should be able to get that pretty easily. This house he can get. The stable's probably a little too close with the fire and the Minutemen. But the first group of Cav out now from Brandboy. He's gonna get almost got those Ulans. Not gonna get him. He's gonna try to drag these back. See how well Django does. He's probably gonna try to pull these right back into these Doppel. And if Brandboy's reaction time is good enough, he will just see the Doppel, get really good scouting info, and run away. 700 coin on the floor for Brandboy. He's got the next shipment coming. If he scouts these Doppel in time, he'll just ship the Expo and be perfectly fine with Expo and Minutemen. If he ships the wood, and here come the Doppel. So it's going to lose one villager. He's going to pull in here, and here come the Doppel. 2 more Ulan coming in from the side. So we'll see what happens here. He should just take his cav and go right down here and kill Vills. There's no point in even trying to fight this. Just call Minutemen. And he's not going to call Minutemen. He's going to Yeah, there come the Minutemen. Gonna lose 2 more villas and a house. Pretty. This is probably the best this could have gone for Django. Now he pulls up. Minutemen were late. He was hesitant to commit. He was trying to get the resources to go up, and he just didn't do it. And the Cav were kind of just hanging around back here. He could have had 2 for sure, maybe 3 villager kills, and definitely made Django multitask, which probably would have lost more units up front then. Runs these under the town center for no kills. Probably no kills. Maybe 1 settler wagon. Oh, and the Cav pop right there. Doesn't get any kills. All these Cav pop under the TC. He's going to lose a lot of these units now. He's got these units grouped up. If he pulled the Cav out separate, he could probably have flanked here and killed all these, but he's not going to do that. Doesn't matter. He's going to lose a significant amount of these Ulan. And in the meantime, he hasn't clicked up yet. He's got the resources. He's probably busy over here, but there he is. He's up now. Exiled Prince, but he lost all of his Cav. The Doppel, he's only lost 1 Doppel. Forced to call Minutemen, which are now dead. You know, just a couple Doppel swings, and these guys are going to be dead. The area damage will take them all out. 700 wood coming in late now because he, I think, thought about holding that shipment. 1 Doppel is gonna die. No, he runs away. This put this Ulan in trample and wreck all these Minutemen. 1 down. Gonna lose it, but again, you know, look at the advantage, the Cav advantage. Ton of Cav. Got some Doppels in here, so even if this stable pops, there's just so much there. And behind this, Django has shipped 2 settler wagons. Still making Cav. Wonder if he'll kills 2 vills. Rest of the Minutemen are dead, and he's got them belled up in his TC. Only 1 Doppel left at this point. 700 wood out now after he's aged up. I actually did this in my game against Zoe, which it was a big mistake at the end of the game, or in the mid game. I could have just canceled that and shipped 1,000 wood. 300 more wood for 40 seconds probably would have been worth it. Gonna lose a house. Gonna try to deny the wood here. Good job pulling the Lowville. Coin mine out. See, he's got another coin mine in his base, so no big deal. These 2 Ulans going down. Of course, that came in with the shipment. 2 houses about to fall. Maybe a 3rd. Bramboy's got 9 Ulan coming in, but there's more than 9 Ulan in his base, so he's probably going to be able to kill a significant amount of these Cav if he chooses to, and he's not going to fight. He's going to run. He's got his veteran Ulan coming in, but he's going to lose this house, probably this house, so he's not going to get any more shipments. So he's going to have and more Cav coming from Django, and if he finds these 2 houses over here, certainly going to be a game. Pulls the Ville out, nicely done. More Ulans coming in. Django behind this, still staying H2. He's got 3 Doppel coming, making more Cav. And at this point, there's no reason to go to H3. His eco is much stronger. He's got the Cav advantage. Bramboy's got his veterancy in, but just the numbers are not in his favor. And the stable's going to go down now too, so he's going to lose his only production building. He's not going to be able to get any shipments. You can see, even with these 2 houses up, in the 3rd house, he's still going to be 41 over 40. And 8 settler wagons, so 22 Ville equivalent under his TC. And did he see that? He must have saw that. No, he didn't, actually. Interesting. Certainly, if he would have saw that, he'd be sieging these houses and it would be over. So Bramboy's got a shipment. He's got enough. Probably going to be 8 Ulan since he's invested in the veteran upgrade. But at this point, you can see Django's just going to pull back, which is smart. He's done a ton of damage. He's kept these villas in this TC for so long. Killed the stable, killed several houses. Now 8 Ulan coming from Bramboy. He's got 1. He's got okay for Hunt still, but look at the mass of these Ulan. Django's up. I mean, at this point for Django, I would just kind of siege this TP, wait till you get your own veteran Ulan in, and then just wreck. And I don't even know if he needs to wait, honestly. Like, he's got 21 Ulan versus 9. Bramboy's going to pop his next group out, but he does have some Doppel in here, which are going to be really annoying. He's already used Minutemen. Bells up these vills again. More Doppels on the way. Now he's up. Here come the Ulan from Bramboy. He's picking these Doppels off with the TC fire. He needs to smart, good job there, coming in from this angle, away from the Doppels. Still 20 Ulan, and he's gonna fight the 1 Doppel. Doesn't even get a swing off, so good job for Bramboy. He's doing about as best he can in this situation. Cleans up a couple Ulan. Django doesn't have the wood to get his veteran upgrade yet. He should probably just buy it, get the upgrade, spend the rest of it on houses. Gonna run away. So Bramboy is gonna at least stabilize momentarily. Not sure that's gonna matter. Here come the veteran Ulan and probably the 9 Ulan shipment. Plus he's got a batch of 4 Doppel out. 28 vills to 17, plus all that idle time. Onto his 3rd coin, and Bramboy still hasn't even touched his 2nd coin mine, so you can tell how much coin has been mined. Comparison between the two. Bramboy out to Hunt over here. Veteran Ulan going to be in any second now for Django, and I think he knows this is where the fight's going to take place. He's got 4 Doppel. He's got his veteran Ulan now. Ulan numbers look pretty similar. The Doppel are just going to make a big difference. Going to force the eco back again for Bramboy. Kills 1 settler wagon. Back to sieging the TC. Don't know why he's sieging the TC, but I guess he thinks he's so far ahead it doesn't matter. Pulls back these to the front, brings the Doppels up. TC's gonna drop. All the vills in here are gonna die. Majority of these Ulans are gonna die. And that's gonna be game. And there comes another big batch of Ulans in from Django. So the first German mirror of the series is going to go 1-0 to Django. That's a good game. So Django goes up 1. And we will go to game number 2. Oh shit, that's not the right game. Spoiler. I should have named these generically. Take a note of that for the future. So, game number 2, Hudson Bay. Bramboy has Port. Django has Brit. So, this is I like this matchup a lot, especially on this map, because the water does come into play. Unless you're A's and you do some kind of 10-10, probably going to see water. And Brit, of course, is pretty strong on water themselves, so they'll be able to fight the water. I like these islands. They can come into play. You can put a TC up here. You can put some towers up here. And with only 4 whales, and they're all pretty close to this island here, should it come to that, can make it pretty interesting. Let's see what Django's chopping some wood here. It was a coin start, so only 200 wood for the Brit. He's probably going to chop to get his second house. Bramboy does go for a house, so he's not going to 10-10. Going to play a little more standard, which you'd expect. Working on 60 wood, that'll help. 90 food up here for Django. See if he's going to start working on that. So pretty good treasure start for both players. 90 wood, or 90 food, sorry, is going to make up for this early chopping he's doing. And he does have a 40 wood in his base. I wonder if he saw that. Did see that, so I'm not sure. He didn't really need a chop for this second house. He could have just picked that wood treasure up. But nonetheless, he chopped anyway. 60 wood for Bramboy. Is he gonna scoop up 30 coins, start working this moose herd back? It's got another elk herd down here. There's another 90, 80, 95 wood. That's a good treasure. Sheep, wolf, Cherokee. Let's take a look. He's got a water deck, and would assume Bramboy also has a very powerful water deck. Wow. Advanced dock, schooners. So we're gonna definitely be seeing a water game here. And given that this is Hudson Bay and not Saguenay, of course the water is a little less powerful. There's still a lot of fish, but there's only 4 whales as opposed to sometimes on Sag I think you could have like 12 whales, which was just ridiculous considering they're an infinite source of coin, and water is super broken. I like watching water games, but I hate playing them, so this should be interesting. This 95 wood is getting contested here. William Davis might not even live to take this, honestly. It's going to be close, and Bramboy's there to steal anyways. And he's not going to... Nice. Well... Oh, he didn't even need to crack him, but he did anyways. Bramboy gets 95 wood. He's got 155. That first dock's going to be coming out way faster now. So pretty... And he paid to get him back right away. That's interesting. You don't see that very often. I'm not sure how he paid though. He doesn't. Bramboy didn't get the coin. Still going forward here. Just gonna herd this hunt back. TP maybe going down for Django. Not yet. Bramboy starts his wall and starts his docks. So get in for a long game here, people. Kinesi would be proud. See if he puts his second TC right up here. I'd expect he would. Just working on this 90 food, and this is starting to lag again. I wonder why. Excuse me. 90 food going down for the British player, and schooners also for the British player, so it could be competing sea boom here. Honestly, I think at this stage in the game that probably favors the port player because he's going to have this TC on the water. But we'll see what happens. Wall's going down.
Yes.
Django sees the wall, so he knows that for sure the boats are coming, and looking at Bramboy's deck, he should definitely know that, considering the amount of cards that he has for the sea. So, Brand Boy's up to H2. Boats are coming out. 700 coins coming. And the town center's coming right to the water. It's good play. And the first Kinesi wall is getting close to done. We'll see if he starts splintering this off now, because this is on the ESOC patch. Wall HP is nerfed to 1500. They're significantly weaker. I was a little, questioning that a little bit, if that was enough, and I can tell you that it is. I played some games where saw some wall play, and they went down pretty quick. Brand Boy just being annoying here in the base. He's probably waiting for his crack shot to come back, pick up this wood, and run away. Continuing the Great Wall. Outpost going up for Django, TC going up for Brand Boy. So pretty much this water is just going to get split in half until somebody makes a big commitment. I like this play a lot. Brand Boy docking on the island. Could put a tower up here if he wants to. It would be really smart if he put a tower on this island, actually, because then he really hurts the ability to fish for Django, and he did invest schooners into that, so he's pretty heavily invested by spending a card on schooners. Little small hole in the wall there, not a big deal. Just gonna siege with his explorer. Boats continue to pump out from Brand Boy. He's get 3 docks now. So with 700 wood and 3 docks on schooners, he's gonna have a ton of boats here shortly. See if he adds the magical 4th dock that we usually see, like Bonang, and this wall's already going down. Wow. That's a little annoying. He's going to have to re-wall that, but not like there's any units here from Django to do any damage. And he does make the dock here. We'll see if he puts up a tower. I'd love to see that happen. So just see so far, and I gotta pause it for us for 1 minute. I apologize. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. So, he's got the stack down. He's got a decent fishing boat boom. He's calling in Rendering Plant, which is a really strong card for boosting your fishing eco. See if he starts picking up the dock upgrades too. A couple muskets here just sieging this wall. And you can tell 3 muskets are actually making a dent in the HP. How much weaker the walls are now. We'll see if Brand Boy starts adding more walls. Split segment, maybe just here to here, here to here. Maybe ships the caravels. Or builds a caravel. Oh, he's going to call Minutemen now. That's okay. Calls them from the main. Yeah. Could have probably called them from this one and it would have got there a little quicker. Either way, should be able to save the wall. Although 5 more muskets coming. Pushes those away. Gonna take out William Davis here. Start a second wall. Smart. And he's already, just like that, he's already to 40 vills. Second layer coming in. And at this point, you know, maybe call the Minutemen from this TC. These muskets are going to get in. That's going to be annoying to deal with. Is going to lose that Ville. Could lose another one, but he's chooses to take these Minutemen out, which is probably the correct choice. 9 more musket coming. Vills go in. Django continuing to make musket behind this. You know, spent the card for schooners. Only made 4 boats, so see what happens there. Making another one. Takes out a house. Double racks muskets coming out, and he's all over the map down here hunting, which is really, you know, Brit uses a lot of hunt, so that's good for him. Musket attack coming in. See if Bramboy chooses to make some caravels here to defend this TC. Not yet. Minutemen are coming. Come out on the side here. That's gonna be blocked by these trees. Gonna be able to push these muskets away temporarily. $700 coin on the ground, so he should be able to get up to H3 soon. He's on the whales already, so he does have a coin source. More muskets streaming in here. 2 caravels coming now, so that's totally going to shut down this attack unless Django sends his own caravels, which he's not going to do. He doesn't have a shipment ready and he's not making any. TC's still got a lot of HP on it. Does have Colonial Militia in the deck if he needs to use it. Should be fine. Caravels are really strong, especially against musket. And he's up to H3, so just needs to make sure he doesn't lose his covered wagon and it pops out. Okay, the caravels are out. Should be able to push this away and save this town center. Oh, right into the tower though, so he loses 200 damage on his caravel right away. No tower up there yet. And the town center actually is going to fall. And these vills, pop them in a boat. Pop them in a boat. No, the vills are going to fall also. Needs to try to sneak over here and close this wall back up. There comes the covered wagon, and he's going to get up on the coast. Should be no issue, but the problem is going to be is that now he has nothing to defend this until he gets a shipment out. So this TC is also probably going to fall, and what the shipment's going to be is a frigate. So fully committed to the sea, just going to sack his main, doesn't really care. These villagers are being ejected. Starts to work on this tower now. He's got 3 caravels and 2 caravels coming from Django, so we're going to see one caravel from Bramboy go down, and this tower is not going to fall before Well, these caravels are choosing to fight the fishing boats instead of these other caravels, so he has a chance to take this tower. We'll see if he pulls back when these caravels come in to fight. Canceled the frigate. Did he cancel the frigate? Must have. To ship the goons. And that outpost is going to fall. And he's going to be safe back by this TC here. But in his main TC is going down. 2 more caravels, 5 goons, making some goons. He's got a lot of vills. Should have tried to move these up. These vills are down here with this stable. More muskets just piling in for Django. But I'm afraid that Django is going to lose the sea totally really quickly here. 2 more caravels out now for Bramboy, who is losing a lot of vills and houses. Goons out now are going to start picking away at these muskets. And big shots from those caravels there, taking out one of Django's caravels down. See if he micros this back. Nope, he's going to lose one of his own, but he's still got 2-to-1 advantage. And Django making fishing boats, so not going to have any more caravels anytime soon. And yeah, so Bramboy should be able to take the water here, making more caravels of his own. Goons in here now, going to try to picking away at these musket with the goons. So Bramboy's actually, you know, he lost his main, he lost 2 TCs, a lot of vills, but he's secured the water. And he will have secured the water shortly. And he's got goons out now that he can pick away at these muskets, and he should be safe. See if he groups them up and tries to go raid on some vills. Here comes the musket ball. He's coming up the sea. This is a good idea. You know, he knows there's a TC up here. He knows the docks are up here. He's going to have to force these caravels. After they kill this, caravels are going to have to come back, fight the muskets, which is going to give him a chance to get another dock up, maybe get some outposts up if he wants to. Goons coming in. He needs to be careful, not get too close, kind of just pick away at the edges. Bramboy's got 2 organs coming out. If he can jam those boys back here, those are going to rack these muskets. Good job, hit and run. And Django looks like he's going to put a dock up over here. Hasn't done it yet. Probably working on these muskets. And here come the oh, bad location for those organs to pop out right in the front. And he's going to lose one, save the other. Caravel's very strong, like I said earlier. Still no dock from Django. Here comes the organ. Look at that. Just toasting the infantry. And he can't get much close. I mean, if he comes in this region, these caravels are going to start pounding on him too. Goon flank. Oh, 4 hussar coming in. He should be able to kill this organ gun. Yeah, and he's definitely going to kill the organ. Goons came in too close here and they got cleaned up. So actually Django's doing okay here, but I mean the caravels are just going to protect him so much. He needs to find this, kill this, away from the sea, just clean up the land, get the TPs, boom hard on the land. Look at all these hunts down here, gold mines, a lot of natural resources. And you can see the fish are starting to dry up for Bramboy, so if he can secure the mainland, because of this is Hudson Bay, the sea is nerfed, he should be just fine. Muskets just continuing to take houses out, be annoying. Goon combat coming in for Bramboy. And he does find this, so I mean, at this point, goons are annoying, but maybe add another barracks and just pound this area down here. These goons cleaning up some of these muskets. These goons being really annoying on these muskets. Let's see where Django is. 700 coin coming in. So once that 700 coin hits the ground, he'll be able to get to H3. Here come the muskets, some cav. Just gonna push this area. Meanwhile, Bramboy is continuing to make goons. Does evacuate these villas in time. It's a good play. Because the sea is starting to dry up here, the villas are going to start to become important, especially with the coin mine. He still has a decent amount of hunt up here, so he's got enough natural resources to survive for a while. Django just continuing to pound out muskets. Amalgation coming in. Now longbow. Choosing to stay in H2 for now. The stable's gonna go down, but the goon range is just too strong. Bramboy's walling up the front. Good presence of mind to do that. He knows the army's down here, so he's not facing any threat up top right away. Goons continuing to be active with his goons. Pick off muskets wherever he can. More muskets coming. Starting 2-Rex longbow now. And let's see what he chooses to do here. I mean, at this point, I think he's done well to push Bramboy back inside his wall. He's gonna kill this Vil if he's on top of it, and he is. You can siege that down. He's gonna take this tower out. So at this point, he's probably better off just to age up, call in Yemen, which helps him with the range to counter the goons. Mass longbow, take the bottom side of the map. But he continues to fight in H2, and he's on. His eco is in a really good spot. Other than this sick amount of coin he's got stacked, he's got 67 Vils. He's got all kinds of hunt to hunt from. He is losing some Vils up here sloppily to the caravels. Sieging with a longbow instead of fighting the goons, but a little mismacrowed on his Raxes. This wall is going to fall though, and he's going to be able to push back in here. So the problem, he's going to be able to push in. He's probably going to be able to clean a lot of these up, but he's not going to be able to fight this until he is in H3 and has some culverins or goes to H4 and gets mortars to deal with the caravels. He just can't fight the caravels that close to the water with H2 infantry. More longbows coming in. Look at this coin he's got. Holy shit. 3,500 coin shortly. No food. And he's got all of his longbows stacked out of 1 Rax, even though he has 2. So just some small mistakes. And Bramboy's up to H4, so he this is going to get interesting right away. Food appears to be there's some fish here. There's 1,000 more food on the water. A little more than that. There's still some there, but he still has these hunts. He's going to have factories. Losing some more Vils, but Django really needs to get up to H3 now. He's going to have Jeanettes and soon. 2 heavy cannons coming. That's just totally going to wreck all this infantry here. Only 3 Hussar. Yeah, only 3 Hussar. And there's plenty of goons to deal with 3 Hussar. Here come the heavy cannons. See how if he pushes out right away with those. 5 more cav coming, but with 14 goons, it's not enough. Here come the heavy cannons, and this is just going to be a massacre. Ooh, good shot right off the bat. Just keep pushing up, taking shots where you can get them. Still a lot of longbow from Django, and now he's going to age up. So he's clicked up. And if I were him, I'd just start my artillery foundry right now. He's got plenty of resources for it. Get out his calves. As soon as he gets across, he can get the calves out. And then just adds more racks. So no artillery foundry yet, and that's going to be a mistake. You can see how powerful these cannons are. Oh yeah, look at the Jesus Christ. He really needs culverins. Continuing to make longbow.
Yes?
Dangerously poking in here. If these things were packed up, they'd do some huge damage. But they're not, and he is able to snipe about 4 goons. But he pays the price. And perfect timing on this wall coming up. Lost a lot of units there for basically nothing. So Django's going to be up with the Gentleman Pirate. I think this is the one that gives you the Privateer, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll see what happens. It'll pop out right there. It could be the Caravel. I don't know. Caravel and Wood. I guess either way, I mean, whatever pops out on the sea is going to die to these 3 Caravels from Bramboy. Trying to outpost the water. It's I mean, at this point for 4 whales, I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. He'd be better off just focusing on the ground, unless Bramboy starts building mills and shit on the islands. So he's up. Veteran longbow coming. 8 Vil shipment. Still no artillery foundry, which with these heavy cannon. Yeah, and the Privateer's going down. So we got 2 Corsairs and a Privateer. The Corsair's pretty much worthless. And here come the goons. Jeanette goons. 41 ranged attack. 20 range.
I can you thank that you ransomed me?
Heavy cannons. Get those into play. See if Bramboy stays on goon or he starts mixing in some Huss. Still doesn't have his factory out yet. So he's really got to protect these heavy cannons. More goons coming. First mill, I don't... probably should just hunt this before he wastes the wood in a mill. Just got a double wall there now. Continuing to push forward with his goon cannon mass, slow pushing. A lot of longbow. double. He's got 10 Hussar queued up, but he's only got 1 stable. Yemen coming in now. This will help give him a little more range to pick off the goons, but the cannons are what he needs to worry about right now. Does get a tower up over here. Not sure it really is going to do anything. The closest whale is right here, so sneaks in 2 Huss. They go down. This barracks is going to fall. And right now these 2 heavy cannons for Bramboy are just winning the game. First factory is up. Certainly the second one will be coming after that. This outpost will fall. And we'll see where Bramboy chooses to go fight. I think he knows this is down here. He doesn't know that's down there, so he is going to go this way, though. He should know that a lot of the natural resources left will be down here, and that's where he needs to fight. A couple longbow pop out. Good split on the Dragoon fire. 3. And these longbow are going to get cleaned up pretty quickly. And the cannons are going back home. So he did a lot of damage with the cannons. Smart to protect them. Puts them behind the wall. He's going to run these goons around and try to snipe off some vills. Good thing for Django is he's got all his army is protecting the majority of his villagers. There's some back here also. And actually he does have an artillery foundry. I wonder how long he's had that. But he's got his TC there to run into if needed. Ooh, and Bramboy runs in. He's going to lose a lot of these goons here. And probably not going to be worth whatever he gets kills. A lot of goons going down. For a couple villagers here and there. Not a good trade. Continuing to snipe vills. Upgrades his water. Upgrading his mill. Got the heavy cannons loaded up, anticipating a push. Ooh, the calves come out right into the goons. That's unlucky. So he's going to lose all these calves. Big investment there. And for losing as many goons as he did, I think that probably makes it worth it, actually. Going to get some more Vil kills. And just generally be annoying. You know, he's got slow-moving infantry that he's got to try to chase down these goons, which are a lot faster. And you know, if he gets, it's not like he can even trap him up here because he can bring a boat over and pop him in the boat and bring him out somewhere else. He's gonna, looks like he's gonna be able to escape. Hussar poked at the front and they're forced back now. See Django only on 68 Vils, so he lost quite a bit there. And only on 1 TC, so for the most part, Bramboy, even though he doesn't have much natural eco, he's still doing okay because he's got the whales, he's got the factory, and he's doing enough with poking around with these goons to make it annoying for Django. And he's going to be able to snipe these Corsairs here, prevent this wall from going down. Hopefully he notices that this is pretty low and repairs it. And at this stage in the game, he's hurting on wood, but he might want to upgrade. Think about in the future upgrading these walls. Django's trying to sneak up an outpost over here, and he's going to get denied. Good catch by Bramboy. That would just be annoying if that got up. So he'll siege that down. And the first monitor out now for Bramboy, so he's going to be able to start sniping buildings. And the second monitor. So 2 monitors out. Now the fun really begins. And he starts with a stable. He's starting more goons. Django's getting calves, so you know, calves are, even against monitors, calves are pretty shit. Does get 2 out, so we'll see If he could take these heavy cannons out and push the front, that would be really helpful, but I don't think he's going to be able to do that. Because as soon as he spots these calves, he's just going to snipe them with his monitors. Stable goes down. Probably start working on these TCs next. Calves making their way up. Bramboy's got a goon mass back up pretty well. So kind of a stalemate right now. Django can't attack in until he kills these cannons. And Bramboy really has no incentive to leave his base because he's got these monitors on the sea that are just going to pick away at Django's buildings. And at this point in the game, Django can't really do anything about it. So here come the calves. We'll see how quick Bramboy reacts and snipes these calves. In the meantime, the cannons... Oh, that was really close. The cannons are going to get right up and get a huge shot in on these longbow. Here come the calves, and the monitors are recognized now. Ooh, gets to get shots on the gates, not the cannons. And here come the monitors. Snipe these culverins. 3 more getting built, though. Django knows that he needs to get culverins out. Oh, and there they go. This one's virtually dead. He's gonna get a shot up. Nope. And they must be out of range or out of line of sight now. One down. 2 down, and now he can pull back and let the heavy cannons do some damage. Behind this, he's got both factories up. He's got 3 mills. Continuing to mass goons, and he's still on 4 whales on the water. Double heavy cannon production now coming out of his factories, and the upgrade to speed that along. Culverin, or not sorry, monitor still on the water. Gonna be annoying. Just to start sniping buildings. House is going down now. Actually, I think should be the lowest priority at this point because he'll just rebuild the house and get another villager. So it looks like Bramboy's gonna go for some mass cannon goon play. And Django, he was going to H4, but I think he's kind of unsure what he needs to do right now. And if you haven't played against this or watched a lot of games like this, you probably really don't know what to do. But he is going to H4. He's going to be able to mix some mortars in, try to take care of these monitors, at least distract the monitors from picking off the calves. Get the guard longbow to counter the goon. I mean, at this point in the game, it's pretty much a toss-up. Of course, Django has the map control, but Bramboy's got the sea. These factories are safe back here. He's not going to get contested on the water. He's got the best goon in the game. He's just going to run in here, pick off these culverins, lose a couple goons for it, but... Oh, and he gets both cannons sniped. That was a big loss there. If he could have saved those cannons, you know, he would have a tremendous advantage right now, but he does lose both those cannons. The good news is that he will have 2 more coming out of his factories anytime now. Yeah, they're about 80% done, so he will have 2 more cannons, but of course 4 cannons would have been a lot better than 2, especially with the timing he could have had right now. Before Django gets H4, he could have taken out a ton of these longbow, pressed into this infrastructure here, a lot more barracks here, while his monitors just pick away at his buildings. So here come the cannons. See if Bramboy decides he wants to try to push now. Another round of goons. And Django's up, so it's a good time as any for Bramboy to push out. Behind this, Django starting to wall. Went up with the 2 Falk, so get those into play here. Not going to be as good as Culverins, but still, not bad. Still an artillery type unit. At least draw some fire. Maybe try to get him over here to fight these monitors and the wall. So Bramboy is going to upgrade his walls. He's got his cannons. Continuing to mass goon. On 4 mills now. Still got a full coin mine he could jump on if he decides he wants to do that. But, with his 16, all these guys are gathering whales right now, and he's not hurting for coin. Guard longbow in. Ooh, 2 Falks getting picked off right away. Calls getting picked off. And he's just going to run the goons back behind the wall. Use his heavy cannons. And I think this is just going to be a back and forth, just like that battle we just saw, for the foreseeable future, until one player gets a big enough mass to continue his push, and I think that's going to be Bramboy. He's going to have 4 cannons here soon. And I don't see any more calves. It's going to try to flank with the Hussar, but so many goons here. Just going to block. Continue to slow push with the cannons. 2 more cannons on the way. Longbow doing a lot of damage, but the range on those things are just sick. Minutemen coming in. Get a chance to snipe the heavy cannon. Not going to get it. Heavy cannons. Losing a lot of goons, but the heavy cannons just picking apart these longbow. He's going to lose 1 cannon, but sacrificed a lot of units doing so. And even if he kills the cannon, that means he's not killing the goons. And it's taking a lot more longbow shots to kill the cannon than it does. Oh, gets out 2 calves, they die. 2 more cannons coming in from the back, so does push it away decently well. And the cannon's getting up a little too close. It's going to get a good shot off, though. It's going to go down, but there is 1 more from behind to reinforce, and the goons continue to pick apart from range the longbow. And actually, this is going to survive. He's going to be able to take this. Oh, he's going to go for the artillery foundry. Smart decision. Goes for the artillery foundry. Bramboy's got a shipment stacked up. He's got the coin. He can send the 3 bombards. See if he chooses to do that. Maybe 5 organ gun could be pretty good too. Another set of cannons coming out. Starting to boom his land eco. He's only got 2 TCs, but at this point he's got the 16 boats fishing whales. Doing a great job. Behind this, Django still is gonna, looks like, commit to the stable. Bramboy sending whale oil. This is a pretty sick card for this situation. Gets 35% more of a boost on his coin gathering, and he's already upgraded with rendering plant. And I noticed that he did get the improvements from the dock. This TC is going to go down. See if he turns these cannons to fight the longbow, or he continues to work the TC. Another round of cannons coming in. TC falls. Only a couple villas in there, and at this point, Django's at maxed out, so pretty much maxed out. So not a big loss for the TC. It's soaked up some fire. Django continuing to mass longbow, continuing to try to make calves. The monitors have been not doing a whole lot, actually. This Rax is going to fall, and we'll see Bramboy where he chooses to push next. He's going to take out this TP. There's a mill down here. Probably hasn't seen that. Just going to start his slow roll, cannon roll. He's got the goons. Two more cannons coming in. Riding school coming in, so he's going to be able to spam goons as needed. Going to pick off all these villagers down here in the mill. Excuse me. Taking out this Rax. One of these cannons is pretty low, only 100 HP. Probably should turn and fight the outpost at this time. Mill's not really doing it. Oh, a couple goons coming in, gonna try to snipe this low cannon. And he's not gonna get it. Longbow should be able to finish it off if they choose to come into range, but they choose not to, which is the correct choice. Pulls back. Tower goes down. These barracks will be next. Goons continuing to flood in, and at this point, if he has upgraded the Hussar, it would probably be a good idea to start mixing some Hussar, and he's got quite a goon mass. And the composition of his opponent, purely longbow, culverin. Big Hussar switch right now could end the game. He might not need to do it just because of this heavy cannon mass he's got and the number of goons. Calves in the back. He's going to run up here, snipe the calves as the cannons just power in from the front. One down, two down. Losing a lot of goons for this. Does one cannon stays alive. Last culver in there. Doesn't get a shot off. Oh, the cannons are just cleaning up. A lot of longbow though, and the goon numbers have been totally decimated. Another round of cannons coming in. Two cannons left. Gonna go down. So pretty good trade there from Django, actually. You can see the riding school effect in for Bramboy. He might want to start chopping on this mine now. Spending more coin than he gets from the sea. Kind of a semi-wall here. Just enough to be confusing, I guess. And Bramboy's going to regroup, get his goon mass back up, and here come the Hussar upgrade. So he is going to swap to Hussar. Longbow's coming in. They're just going to get toasted by these cannons. And they're going to back up. Sees the walls are upgraded. No way he's going to siege that with the goon range in the back. Bramboy's got a couple plantations coming up now. Still has this mine. Monitor's doing some work here in the back. Two factories back here. See if you can get a scout on that so the monitors can rain on those. Plantation upgrades coming in. Factory's still pumping heavy cannons. See what his timing's going to be. If he goes for a couple rounds of SARS, another batch of heavy cannons, and then he pushes out. Ooh, a frigate out for Django, but fortunately for him, Bramboy's got quite a lot here. Should be able to push this away relatively easily. My guess is that Django's running out of cards to send. Yeah, he shipped his frigate. He invested in a sea deck. He invested in schooners, and he's not getting much use out of it. Upgrading for howitzer mortars now. It's just a good decision. See if he's going to have an opportunity to use those. Bramboy hasn't mixed in any Hussar yet. Mam's on the way. Keep calm, ship Mameluke. At this stage in the game, that'd be alright. That 1,000 coin probably would have been better spent somewhere else, but still, they're mams. They're strong. So he is 200 pop. These cannons aren't going to come out, so it should be time to push for Bramboy. Howitzer's coming in now for Django. A lot of goons still. The mams should signal the push. There they are. See what he's going to do with those. Here come the mortars. Start working on these walls. Here come the mams. First layer walls is down. And monitors getting some shots in on the mortars. One down. Two of very low health. Smartly moves them out of the way. Coming in with the goons, starting to pick off. Mam's going to get right up into the longbow. Not going to do a ton of damage, but they're going to draw a lot of fire. Let the goons do damage from range. Heavy cannons. About 2 out, 3 out already. The other 2 are going to come in, get a lot of shots. Mams are soaking up a ton of fire here. Not doing a ton of damage, but I mean, 1,000 HP at 40 range resist soaks a lot of hits, especially from longbow that don't do well against cav units, hand cav. Now here comes the big Hussar switch from Bramboy. 2 cannons left in the back. Goons getting picked off, but 10 good guard Hussar coming in. Still 2 cannons doing a lot of damage. Behind this, still a longbow from Django. Not walled in really well either. So Bramboy, perfect time to make this switch. Big batch of longbow just came out, and these things are just getting wrecked. And I have a feeling that in his head, Django's probably thinking, how do I win this game, and is it worth even fighting on for another 30 minutes without a clear end in sight? 2 calves pop out. They're going to be able to get picked off right away. Just popped out in a bad spot. Hussar on the longbow. Calves getting picked off by the dragoons, and 2 heavy cannons in the back doing a lot of damage. Batch of guard Hussar gonna get in on these cannons. Even if they take him out, there's just so much here for Bramboy at this point in the game that he's gonna lose all these, and he's not even gonna kill both the cannons. He's gonna kill one, but that's not enough. Guard Hussar in the front on the longbow. Now he's into the production. I think this is just a matter of time before Django calls this. Artillery Foundry is going to go down. This barracks is going to go down. He should just run these goons in and start sniping vills. This eco is pretty spread out. It's going to be hard to defend. He probably could have walled himself in a lot better. He had a lot of time to do what he wanted to do. Probably wasn't thinking about that. Not sure it really would have made a difference, but he would have been able to extend the game out longer. More Hussar coming in now. Longbow. Just too much from Bramboy. Getting his arsenal upgrades. Improving his cav. Improved artillery. It's going to be Imperial soon. Doesn't even make units for the short term. He can wait to get up to Imperial. one cannon. Just cleans up the longbow. So many goons left. Stable getting worked on now. Big batch of Hussar pop out right into the goons. Gonna block, save the cannon, kill all the cav. Some longbow coming in from the back, not gonna be enough. And Bramboy is up to Imperial now. And once that comes in, it's certainly gonna be game over. I don't see how Django can come back at this point. He's on top of, unless he's, he should be rebuilding all of his production up here. If he can, let him sack this. He's going to lose a lot of these vills because his eco is so spread out, and there it is. Good game. So quite the long game there. Bramboy evens it up 1-1. And we'll go to game 3. So this is the third game now in the group stage. So the map will be Kamchatka. It's 1-1. Bramboy is Brit this time, and Django as Brit also. So Britmere and Kamchatka should be interesting, and we'll see after that epic first or second game they just played there. See if there's some fatigue. I'm assuming they played these all back to back, so could be some fatigue from both players that dragged out for a while. Let's see what we get in this game. Both players start pretty standard. Django's chopping wood, gets 2 manors down. Bramboy is building the manor out here. Still spreading them out a little bit more than Django, building close to his base. Now, 80 coin in the middle, should be contended right away. 2 goats, go back to Bramboy. Just building another manor over here. So 2 manors for both players. Django's still chopping wood, so he's probably going to go for a 3rd manor. Maybe he'll go for Virginia Company. Sometimes you get a TP with that route, but could just go for it straight up. He's got 5 vills hunting, so enough to get constant villager production. And he's sending the rest of his villagers newly created to wood. Probably going to see Virginia Company. I don't know if it would be worth it just to chop for a 3rd house. Maybe, no, he is chop for a 3rd house, so interesting choice. So we do see some variation off the bat, which is good to see. Sometimes mirrors are pretty boring if both players just mirror the exact same build. Come down to maybe a little luck here and there. 80 wood for Django. See if he chops for another house after that. Needs another 50 wood. Doesn't look like he's going to. Just hunting now. Bramboy continuing to hunt. Let's see what the deck's gonna be. Looks pretty standard for Bramboy. Similar for Django, other than he does have Colonial Militia. That's interesting. If we see that come into play in a Britmere, I'd be surprised. Unless he plans on making a ton of walls and a ton of longbows, but you never know. Starting to hurt in this hunt here on the TP line. Interesting choice considering he's got one here, he's got another one here, and this hunt here. He's probably going to be putting his forward base here by this TP. We'll see if he goes for the TPs, tries to control that with the tower. Pretty standard so far. Bramboy is going to probably pick up this 50 wood here. Yep. So Bramboy is idle on 17. Looks like he's going to go up. Slowed himself down trying to kill that explorer, and he doesn't do it. And on the other side, Django is going to be up with 19. and they're probably going to be pretty close in timing actually with the idle time Bramboy had. Yeah, about maybe 20 seconds different. But 2 more vills for Django. He chopped for the extra house, and he didn't have to idle as much, so he just naturally trained another villager. And we'll see what happens here as both players start to think about their H2 strategy. I think Django's probably going to build here. I don't know why he would send this vill up here otherwise. Bramboy, we'll see if he chooses to go to the middle. Maybe he builds over here, tries to side rush. Market going down now. No market yet from Django. Little explorer fight. Bramboy, he might be able to just take him down with a couple shots, but he's going to chase him, try to get him in melee. Bramboy's putting a manor up here. Both players manoring in the middle. Bramboy continues to chase Mr. Davis. And is he going to get him? He's getting closer. Gang saw on the way for Bramboy. Still no market from Django, just making manor houses. And he is going to be able to get his explorer back to his town center safely. Even if he loses it at this point, he's going to pop right back up. It's just 45 XP for Bramboy there. Market now coming for Django. He's going to pop in the TC, try to, he's got full health, so he's not going to die. Good effort. Bramboy up slightly sooner, but 2 vills down. Market sooner though, so his eco should be a little bit ahead right now. Hunting dogs coming in now, and the barracks for Django and Bramboy. So we're going to see them right by each other. Towers right next to each other. And I guess this is kind of how most Brit mirrors seem to start. And we'll see what happens. The tower placement for both of these guys is going to be pretty annoying. Bramboy's is going to get there first. Not sure that's going to really matter. The barracks are going to go up at almost exactly the same time. Django's a little ahead, not much. Bramboy is starting hunting dogs, so he's going to invest eco. Here comes Django's tower, trying to get into play here. And he cancels the tower. He's going to put it more defensive. And this is because of the time of this tower, he's going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. This tower is going to be up, so when his units pop out, they're going to get some shots. Bramboy's muskets are going to be able to start sieging on his tower with the help of his tower for support. He's got his first 5 out. 700 wood's down, so he should be starting the second racks here shortly. And the 5 musket out. Gets into almost into a good position. He's going to lose 1 musket here. Not going to get any damage on that tower, and he's going to take a lot of damage on his musket for that. So advantage Django to start with. Picks off 1 musket. Second rack's down, slightly ahead for Bramboy. Behind this, Bramboy on 21. Django up 4 vills already. 600 wood coming in. Nope, cancels it. 5 vills coming in, and Bramboy's shipment is in now. Hasn't selected. 600 wood coming in for Bramboy, so a little deviation there. A lot of more muskets out for Django so far. Bramboy waited to sync up his production, which that's okay. He's going to be down in the count a little bit, but I don't foresee any aggressive play right off the bat here, considering the tower placement. And just kind of how awkward this area is to walk around with this treasure. Seven musks out for Bramboy. Behind 4 vills still. He's going to be behind an additional 5 when this 5 vill hits the ground. I wish I had the UI installed to see if Django has gang saw yet. See if 600 wood now. Bramboy doesn't have his shipment yet. So the number of manor houses that Django built really boosted his XP, and he's half a shipment ahead, which is going to be huge. And you can see his musket count is bigger than Bramboy, although Bramboy's going to have a batch come out. He's not going to be able to get out more than 5. Django's going to come up the side here, maybe try to pressure from the back. I don't think he's too he's still got a half HP tower. Similar musket count. We'll see what happens here. Oh, goes for a Vil, doesn't get it, loses a musket. So pretty risky there. Another, we got out 8 muskets on that batch. That's a pretty good run. 2 muskets up in the front, and his unit's bugged out around the TP, so he doesn't get a shot off. 5 Vil coming from Bramboy behind this. The 600 wood just got picked up by Django. Starts his next batch of musket. He's going to be able to get tossed down some manners. See if he goes for amalgamation or not, or he just pumps in manners. He's on 38 Vils, and Bramboy's on 31, so he's doing pretty well in eco. The 5 Vil is going to even it up, though. They'll be a lot closer. Still making manners for both players. Bramboy has his army split up here. He's going to try to go in for a raid with a group of 7 musket here. That's really risky. If he needs to get several villagers with this, because as soon as Django sees this, he's going to realize he's got a huge musket advantage and just push right in here. And honestly, there's not much over here from Django that these muskets are going to be able to pick off. He's not on this hunt. He's hunting behind his army here, which is really smart. Adding a stable. Coin mine here, but he's got another coin mine here, which both are, honestly, both are pretty safe to 7 musket. And I don't know if he scouted that, but he is going to push in. He's going to find out really quick that he's got a big musket lead. He's going to for sure be able to take down a barracks, maybe both. And honestly, I don't think Bramboy really wants to fight this, but he's going to. And he's going to lose. He's going to have 10 musk pop, and he only gets 9 out. But either way, they pop right into this army, and Django just took a commanding lead in this game. He is picking off some Vils here in the back. He doesn't have enough musk to one-shot, but Django doesn't notice he's losing some Vils. He's going to push in and be able to take out his Bramboy's forward base. And Bramboy needs to start adding barracks in the back as soon as he can. Ships in musket combat. Not going to be enough. We'll see if Django calls Minutemen. Does have enough for Minutemen. If he calls them, he can just clean this up and push the front. Have no issue. And there they come. Bramboy's going to be able to pick off a couple more Vils, but these muskets are going to get shut down. And in the meantime, Django is way out in front here. Both players are going to have their musket attack in. Bramboy getting off some kills here because Django's choosing to siege instead of fight. Should just fight this. Maybe split off this group here to fight. Siege from this side. Small group coming in here. This musket group's shut down, but he did get a lot of Vils. He's got a 10 Vil advantage, but unfortunately he's way down in army. He needs to get a big pop and flank at the same time, and he might be able to hold this. And if he can hold it, he's going to be in a great spot, but I don't know if he loses one Rax, loses both Rax before he gets any out, and he doesn't have any built in his base yet. This tower is going to fall, and after that, he's going to have free reign into Bramboy's base. Another set of 10 musket coming out. You see if Bramboy's got the eco. He had to buy. He just bought some wood. Gets 1 Rax and a stay. He was going to do a stable. Now both Racks coming up in the back. Maybe too late. He's got a 17 musket, but Django has 38, so 21 musket advantage. He will be able to pop Minutemen, and he's going to get a pop out of these shortly. The next HP card coming in from Django, so his musket are going to be even more beefed up. He's going to have to be really careful here on how he times this out. He's got his vills in, and Django's going to start sieging the TC. He needs to get a 10 musket pop the Minutemen at the same time and the vills and try to push this back. Just pick away on the edges when he can, but don't overcommit. He needs to have this army together, and he's doing a pretty good job so far. And he needs to back up now. Musket, first group of musket comes out. Minutemen coming and turn and fight. Minutemen out, and these musket are running away. He needs to get him in the fight. Vills going down. Now the muskets are in the fight. He's losing a lot of vills, so the vill count's evening up. So even if he does hold this, the vill count, he's down to 40. And it does look like he might be able to hold. Good kiting on the musket here. Minutemen doing a lot of damage. Isn't picking the Minutemen off. He's going to get another musket pop. Should be able to get out all 5. And he sells some food to be able to do that. Minutemen coming in from Django. So Brandboy does hold. He is going to hold this. And it's 40 to 35. So he is in the lead with vills. Now he has a lot of idle time because of this, but not much. Only 13 vills in the TC. Ooh, a lot of vills down here hunting. He needs to evacuate these. He's going to nope. Just get some shots on one. He's going to lose 1. Maybe 2. Ooh, split fire there instead of targeting. Kills 2 musket. And musket number is getting back into Django's favor. Brandboy's pulling back. Gets the vills out. Needs to get the musket back. Just lost 2 for essentially no reason. On hunting over here. Now he's grouped up. Have a little better chance. 6 longbow shipment coming in here from Brandboy. Behind this, Django's got a lot of musket trapped around his barracks. It's sieging that house for some reason. Django's on 172.26 to 170, so they're even on upgrades. Longbow coming in the back from Brandboy now. As you can tell, he's hurting on food. He's sacking Vill production to get out as many muskets as he can, which is okay. But he really needs to stabilize around his base, get back on this hunt. This hunt's running out quickly. You can see he's already idled several. 2 caribou left. Explorer gets sniped, so another batch of XP. 4 Vill coming from Brandboy now. Musket count still in Django's favor, and look at the resources. And if he should be pumping out muskets like crazy. He doesn't. We're just not doing. I wonder if he thinks he's already won, and he's just kind of playing sloppy. Coin mine out for Brandboy. Other coin mine in the front, which is going to be in a bad place for the musket. Django's starting a batch of cav. I wonder if he knows about this, if he can get the cav over there, but honestly it's not going to matter. These hunts are gone. 5 cav come out. Not making any musket. Is he going to ship 700 coin and age up? He's got Brandboy pinched in here. No food. 1 coin mine. 700 coin now. So it looks like Django is just is content to try to hold this here and age up. 5 cav coming in from the top. Gonna check this mine. Nothing on it. No vills over here. These vills are done. Sieging the market, which is good. Brandboy needs the market to trade resources if he wants to keep getting units out. Market goes down. It's gonna pick off 1 vill. 5 cav. Brandboy going in. I think he knows it's kind of do or die. He's got to do a lot of eco damage. And the cav get on top of the vills out here. The hunt was gone anyways, but still he's losing a lot of vills. More muskets coming in here from Django. Brandboy, he's got some muskets here in melee. The cav are just going to run away. His group of muskets coming into the base. There's 5 vills in the mine there. He's going to be able to pick some of those off. Nope. Good reaction time by Django to pull those. If he can get to this spot over here, he'll be in good shape. Runs through, takes a lot of TC shots. Not doing much. In the meantime, Django is probably just going to go right under the TC. Going to go for the barracks. Good choice. Brandboy retreating now. Django gonna get some shots in on these from these musket here. Got another group here. Barracks is gonna go down. Bramboy has nowhere to hunt. He's got one dead animal with 230 food on it. He's evacuating his village over here, but the closest hunt in this direction is right by Django's base. Musket's coming in. Not going to be enough. Barracks goes down. He should just jam his cab up in on the musket, actually. If he loses the cab, it's no big deal. He's so far ahead in military. 5 musket going to get picked off. Reinforcing group. 5 more coming in from the back. 13 vills in the TC, so you know all the other vills on this coin mine here. Some on food right here, but not much. Bramboy's only going to get out 4 musket, and he might be able to pick these off if Django isn't paying attention, but Django's pinched in the rest of Bramboy's army here. Should be able to clean this up. The cab in there soaking up a lot of shots. TC fire helping out, but not much. 6 longbows shipped in. Gonna be able to poke away at the edges, but another 15 musket coming in from the back, and just too much from Django right here in this deciding game 3 in the group stage. 15 more musket. Bramboy's gonna see that, and yeah, look at this concave he's got wrapped around him right now. Just taking shots from everywhere. He's away from the TC now, so the TC fire is not helping out. Still 13 vills in the TC, and that's should be game. This coin mine drastically running out pretty quickly. 5 more musket, not going to do anything against this mass of musket from Django. Cleans up the rest of this army, and that's it. Good game. So Django takes the series 2-1, and take a look at where he stands in the brackets. Group 27. You can see Django 3-0, so 3-0, Bramboy 2-1 in second. So Django goes through in first place in that group. We'll see if he's updated into the brackets yet, if they load. Brackets don't seem to be working, but it's alright. Alright, is ESO up yet? Don't know. Doesn't say in the chat. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick break. If ESO is not up, I'll do another series. Somebody in the chat tell me a good series to cast. I was gonna cast Bramboy and Pink Flamingo, but I just showed the results, so I won't do that. Let me know some other series to try. I'm gonna take a short break, get a drink, and I'll check the chat when I get back and download those games and probably cast that series next. So I'll be right back.